to Making Appointments by Telephone, a highly practical sales training program on the subject of brilliant cold calling. In this course, you will learn proven techniques to get guaranteed results from simply making telephone calls. You will be able to build up new pipeline opportunities, create new contacts, and become busier and more successful, whether that's generating appointments with existing customers and clients, new contacts in existing organizations, or brand new companies and organizations where you have no contacts whatsoever. So let's get started. I know many people coming onto this training course will be looking for something which I would liken to a magic bullet. Some super technique, some secret formula that will instantly allow you to gain appointments with almost anybody by just using a few choice words or some magic fairy dust in your voice. If it exists, I haven't found it yet. But what I do know works is persistence. A phrase I use later in the course is called organized persistence. Calvin Coolidge puts it very well. Nothing in this world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful people with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. And education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent, all-powerful. Persistence is so important, it's almost like a superpower. There's only really two ways you can fail at making appointments or sales prospecting using the telephone. The first is not to do any, and the second is not to do enough. Even if your voice or your techniques are terrible, eventually you'll find someone, well, that's not a problem, and they'll be interested in what you have to say or interested in meeting with you. Think of this simple principle. People can't buy from you and your organization if they don't know that you exist. And they need to know when you exist at that moment in time when they have a need or in the market for your particular product or solution. So timing is the one thing none of us can control. You could call someone today and get absolutely no interest. Call them in a week or a month's time. They've been through a few meetings, something has happened in their market or their world, and suddenly they're interested in finding out more about what you offer. So we will look at the skills and techniques to make your success more certain and to take away the rejection as much as we possibly can. But just remember, the magic bullet, the invisible quality that underpins everything we will talk about in this training is persistence. There are 6 modules we'll be covering. After a short introduction, we'll look at the key principles. Many of them are psychological. The key points looks at the fundamental skills and techniques that have been proven to work when you're sales prospecting by the telephone. Number 4, we'll go through a series of planning activities and I will guide you through how to write what I will call a prompt sheet. Not so much of a script, but just some proven phrases, questions and bullet points that you can use really when you need to find the right way to get an appointment. Number 5, we'll look at some best practice and advanced skills, both for telephone techniques and also for sales principles. And finally, number 6, get you to summarize an action plan, update a summary of what you've learnt and how you're going to apply the proven techniques that we will cover in this training course. So let's get started on the first of those, introduction. As I have already mentioned, there are a few key objectives for this course.